Hey, and welcome to what I'm hopefully going to be able to call my next quest guide. I say hopefully because my hope is that I won't do such a terrible job on doing this one, because I'm going to try and do a bit of a bigger quest. This one is going to be Mourning's End Part 1. So I got on my graceful Boots of Lightness, Games Necklace, Ring of Dueling, and my Dragon Scimitar. I got some, well, air's laws, water ruins, some food, a couple of potions on me, some coins and whatnot, but there are going to be a whole bunch of different items, so I'm going to throw you guys my items quest list that I kind of use, you know how that goes, kind of a thing like that and whatnot. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set a charter, and I'm going to charter my way over to Port Tyrese. Okay, now that I've made it over to Port Tyrese, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way over to the next point in the quest. So I'll make a highlight of that, and I'll get back to you guys when I get there. Right, I have made it over those sticks, and then you want to go ahead and talk to Elenid, and once you go through, select the first option that says yes. We'll go ahead and we'll go and see him, and from there she will take you directly to Albanian, and she will also give you a teleport crystal seed to get back here. She does recharge it also, so if you go to that same spot, in addition to getting your crystal bow, you can also get this seed recharged. For the next step, just go right ahead and talk to Awajan. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that guy's name for like the life of me. There was no chatter or anything else like that. He's just said he's seen a suspicious increation of the mourners, and he wants me to go ahead and check it out. So this next part is going to be a really long trek. I will just show you guys when I get there. I am not sure if I'm still going to record the journey all the way up. I probably will, though. Alright. I knew it was right there. All I should have to do at this point is go ahead, attack him, use a super restore, I got this. I got this. And he's dead. There we go. Alright. Mourner's outfit. There's a full one, and I also have my flyer. Okay, sweet. So you can go ahead, read the letter. The next thing that you want to do is drink another dose of super restore potion to get your stats back up, and then you can teleport over to Falador. Now since I'm at Falador, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a map about what to do next, or where I'm going to go next. So his name is Tejid, kind of like, kind of sounds like Ted Nugent, actually. So you can just go ahead and start talking to him, and you guys will start chatting about the bloodstains, and then if you search the laundry basket next to him, you will grab a bar of soap, and you can select the first option that says steal the soap. If you use the soap on, those are the trousers, where's the top? Is this the top? Yes, that's the bloody top. So if you use the soap on the top, and then you use your bucket of water, that will clean the top. You can go ahead, drop the bucket, and also drop the soap at this point. Next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and activate your teleport crystal stone thing, and that will take you right back into the center of Letya. From here, you can just run a little northwest. Just pretty much the guy is over in the clothing shop, and as long as you have all of those items with you, you should just be able to talk to him. And you can select the third option that says, do you mend clothes? And then if you talk to him again, you can say select the third option once again, and it'll say that you have all your materials. Talk to him a third time, and select the third option once more. And after a few seconds or so, he will have your trousers ready. And so from here, you can go ahead and put on your full mourner's outfit. You can just wear this for the rest of the quest. So the next thing you can do is teleport on over to Artie. Once you do the Artie teleport, I always just hit the bank over to the southwest right there. So while I'm banking and I get a new thing set up, I will go ahead and I will put up another map and show you guys key points in this area as well. Go ahead, climb down the ladder, and then you can just talk to the head mourner. You'll give him the letter that you got from when you killed the first mourner. Select the second option, or the yes option. And then select it again. This time select the no option. Now there's just a bunch of chat that's going on, so you're just going to have to click through it. Just do your best. Alright, I need to free up a couple of more inventory spots, so I'm going to eat some food and then talk to him, and perfect. So he has given me the assignment of the sheep, so next I'm going to head into the room that is to the west of him, use the key on the door, next door to him, right click and then talk to the gnome that's on there. And he'll say he doesn't want to help. Select the third option, the one that says toad crunchies and being tickled. Now, use a feather and then use it on the gnome rack. Go ahead and do it again, and this time it'll offer the crunchies as well. Now after you get the dialogue with the feather and the crunchy on it, you should be able to use your leather on him, and then afterwards you can release him. Now that you've released the gnome, go ahead and talk to him. And he goes ahead and he gives you the fixed device, which you can wield, but before you can wield it, you have to have ammo, and this is what everybody refers to as the bazooka. You can teleport to the watchtower, I'm sorry. Alright. Now that you're at the watchtower, I'll go ahead and I'll throw up another map, and I'll get back to you guys when I get some toads. So once you get to the swamp pits, go ahead, use your dye on the org bellows, and then once you do so, go ahead and just use that dyed org bellow on a toad. And you're just going to do that with all your dyes, and then you can collect all of your toads like that. And you need one of every color. Once you do have all of your toads, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be teleporting over to Artie once again. So, once you make it to the sheep, what you can do is you can use your toad and on your fixed device, and then you can wield it. And once you wield it, you can aim and fire. And then what you have to do is you have to hit a sheep. Sometimes this is easy, and sometimes this is not easy. And boom! There is 1 out of 4 sheep done. So, I'm not going to show you guys all the rest of the sheep and whatnot. I will just let you guys know once I finished recoloring all of the sheep. Sweet. I have went ahead and I have hit all of the sheep that I need to. So what I am going to do from here is I'm going to make my way back over to a bank. Once I bank, then I'll go ahead and I'll make my way over to the head mourner's office again. Okay, so kind of like how I said, the next thing I'm going to do is make my way over to the head mourners. So I will show you guys when I get to the head mourners. Go ahead and open the door and talk to the head mourner. He'll ask you if you have finished with the sheep, and then you can say yes. He has a whole bunch of questions and whatnot. So, what you're going to do next is just run out of his room, go north, climb up the ladder. All of your doors will still be open. You can use the back door though, and squeak through that railing. Right over here is going to be a rotten apple. You want to pick that up. Clicked an energy potion. And then from here, go ahead, do another Artie teleport. And then you're going to run west. You're headed back over to Elna's house. That's where you got the distillator thing from, with all the plague samples from when you were doing Plague's End. So I'm just gonna run up there, and I will show you guys when I start talking with her. Okay, there we go. Go ahead, talk to Elna. It's a long talk. No chat options or anything at this point. Just go ahead and keep talking all the way through all of that and everything. So you say you have the rotten apple. Go ahead, talk to her again. And you'll say, yes, you have the sample right there. And she says come back in a little bit, so it will take a few seconds. And eventually, She'll have it. Oh, there's more dialogue this time. I think she's finally done. Is she done? She's supposed to give me something. She gave me something. Yes! Okay, so now that I'm done talking with her, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to to the apple orchard. I'm not sure if I've pointed this out, so I can throw up a picture. Otherwise, it's really just to the northwest of her. Like, if you run northwest, you will find the apple orchard. So I will show you guys when I get to the orchard. Go ahead, open up the gate, and if you go to the east side, you can grab a barrel. Okay, so all you have to do is take an apple, use it on a barrel, and then use that barrel apple thing on the apple barrel. And then from there, you will do an auto scene. With your auto scene, you will have an apple barrel. You use your apple barrel on a barrel of naphthalite, and it says that you mix everything. So you can drop your regular barrel and any extra apples that you have. You can use the item that Elna gave you, and then your apple naphtha barrel will turn into a toxic naphtha barrel. Next, you can go ahead, teleport over to Artie, and if you run just a little bit west, there's the building that has the range in it. The range is what you're really after at this point, because what you gotta do is you gotta use your toxic naphtha barrel on a range. So you evaporate everything and you get 2 toxic powders. So the next place we're gonna go is gonna be the general store on West Artie, and this is East Artie, so I will show you guys when I make it over to the general store. Okay, so now that you've made it to the general store, you're just in the very southwest of West Artie. So you just use toxic powder on there, and you can't tell the difference. So now that you've used that first powder on that grain, you're going to want to make your way back on to the center of West Artie, because there's going to be one other spot where you have to drop some poison. And it's going to be right inside of that room right there. So just go ahead, open up the doors, kind of like in what I'll call the castle, go into the west room, and then use your other toxic powder on those grains. Now, once you've finished with that, go ahead and we're just going to head back over to the mourner's place. I don't have any weapons equipped or whatnot, and I just ran out of run energy. So, open the 2 doors, open the trap door, head into the south room, talk with the head mourner. Now that you've talked with the head mourner, the quest is complete. 2 more quest points to the collection, and Mourning's End Part 1 is done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Remember, scape on.